Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Kahlil Gibran. I have learned silence from the talkative, toleration from the intolerant, and kindness from the unkind. Yet strange, I am ungrateful to these teachers. Kahlil Gibran. Every man loves two women, the one is the creation of his imagination and the other is not yet born. Kahlil Gibran. Exaggeration is truth that has lost its temper. Kahlil Gibran. If the other person injures you, you may forget the injury, but if you injure him you will always remember. Kahlil Gibran. Generosity is giving more than you can, and pride is taking less than you need. Kahlil Gibran. God made truth with many doors to welcome every believer who knocks on them. Kahlil Gibran. One day you will ask me which is more important, my life or yours. I will say mine and you will walk away not knowing that you are my life. Kahlil Gibran. If indeed you must be candid beautifully. Kahlil Gibran. Ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. Kahlil Gibran. Sadness is but a wall between two gardens. Kahlil Gibran. Say not, I have found the truth, but rather, I have found a truth. Kahlil Gibran. The deeper sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Kahlil Gibran. The lights of stars that were extinguished ages ago still reaches us. So it is with great men who died centuries ago, but still reach us with the radiations of their personalities. Kahlil Gibran. The optimist sees the rose and not its thorns, the pessimist stares at the thorns, oblivious of the rose. Kahlil Gibran. There are those who give with joy, and that joy is their reward. Kahlil Gibran. To be able to look back upon one's life in satisfaction, is to live twice. Kahlil Gibran. To understand the heart and mind of a person, look not at what he has already achieved, but at what he aspires to do. Kahlil Gibran. When you are joyous, look deep into your heart and you shall find it is only that which has given you sorrow that is giving you joy. When you are sorrowful, look again in your heart, and you shall see that in truth you are weeping for that which has been your delight. Kahlil Gibran. Yes, there is a nirvana, it is leading your sheep to a green pasture, and in putting your child to sleep, and in writing the last line of your poem. Kahlil Gibran. If you cannot work with love but only with distaste, it is better that you should leave your work. Kahlil Gibran. If you reveal your secrets to the wind, you should not blame the wind for revealing them to the trees. Kahlil Gibran. In battling evil, excess is good, for he who is moderate in announcing the truth is presenting half-truth. He conceals the other half out of fear of the people's wrath. Kahlil Gibran. In the sweetness of friendship, let there be laughter and the sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. Kahlil Gibran. It is well to give when asked, but it is better to give unasked, through understanding. Kahlil Gibran. In the sweetness of friendship let there be laughter, and sharing of pleasures. For in the dew of little things the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. Kahlil Gibran. Life without love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit. Kahlil Gibran. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls, the most massive characters are seared with scars. Kahlil Gibran. Perplexity is the beginning of knowledge. Kahlil Gibran. Your friend is your needs answered. Kahlil Gibran. Yesterday is but today's memory, tomorrow is today's dream. Kahlil Gibran. You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. Kahlil Gibran. Your living is determined not so much by what life brings to you as by the attitude you bring to life, not so much by what happens to you as by the way your mind looks at what happens. Kahlil Gibran. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. Kahlil Gibran. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. Kahlil Gibran. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. Kahlil Gibran. Trees are poems the earth writes upon the sky, we fell them down and turn them into paper, that we may record our emptiness. Kahlil Gibran. Beauty is not in the face, beauty is a light in the heart. Kahlil Gibran. I have found both freedom and safety in my madness, the freedom of loneliness and the safety from being understood, for those who understand us enslave something in us. Kahlil Gibran. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. Kahlil Gibran. One's own religion is after all a matter between oneself and one's maker and no one else's. Kahlil Gibran. The timeless in you is aware of life's timelessness, and knows that yesterday is but today's memory and tomorrow is today's dream. Kahlil Gibran. And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet and the winds long to play with your hair. Kahlil Gibran. Trust in dreams, for in them is hidden the gate to eternity. Kahlil Gibran. Doubt is a pain too lonely to know that faith is his twin brother. Kahlil Gibran. Tenderness and kindness are not signs of weakness and despair, but manifestations of strength and resolution. Kahlil Gibran. Is not the truth of man as shown by you, but what cannot be shown to you. So if you want to know, do not listen to what he says, but to what Akil. Kahlil Gibran. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. Kahlil Gibran. I love you when you bow in your mosque, kneel in your temple, pray in your church. For you and I are sons of one religion, and it is the Spirit. Kahlil Gibran. The lust for comfort, that stealthy thing that enters the house a guest, and then becomes a host, and then a master. Kahlil Gibran.